fellow citizen of the world. We are anonymous. For the past few years in Mexico has gotten out of control with their corruption. Its citizens cannot do or never speak up for themselves. The crime has gotten out of control as well. They all have nowhere to hide. Those people who want a better country, they cannot do a thing because they've been all scared. They cannot even trust the law. Since the crime with the battle for a drug zone has gotten out of control, they have no one to trust. The Mexican government cannot do anything about because they are too afraid to get themselves killed. They also have contact with them to let the bad guys not to touch them nor their families. The drug cartel has almost control of some of the states of Mexico. With all the power they have and the money they have, they can buy their own police officers to keep them covered. Back when Joaquin Guzman Loera was captured for the first time, he told the law who were protecting his back. He actually had a list of all governments that help him through his escape, but that list never was found. When they captured him, they got rid of it because they were all scared to get fired. The United States offered help to Mexico, but the president of Mexico never accepted the support because Mexico did not want to look weak with their small army, but its citizens were afraid to ask for it as well. No human in Mexico had the courage to speak up for their rights to end the corruption because they all afraid of the Mexican cartel. This corruption needs to come to an end because its own citizens can break a war between them and their cartel. They all had enough of it. They can't just stay quiet because of it. The government send weapons to some towns of Mexico to keep the peace in their town, but it's stupid because the cartel asked the government of Mexico of all the information of who had a weapon and how many people have weapons in case they want to do something, so the cartel knows who has weapons, who has no weapons. The government always says promises to its citizens, but they never do a thing to it. They don't listen to them. They don't help on anything they ask. They can't even feed the poor because they said there's not enough money. Well, if you ask yourself, why do the poor people join the drug cartel? Because they have no other option, because most jobs are not good with their pay. Young people had become members of the drug cartel to help their families instead of getting a great education, but that's another problem. They don't have the money to afford the education because everything in Mexico requires money. Even to join the army, you have to pay at least 20,000 pesos to join it. The army won't give you your gear. You have to provide your own gear. And tell me, how do you expect young people or anyone to join it if they're not going to help you enough? So do the police. They don't help you enough. You don't even know if they're trustful. You can never trust no law in Mexico. Everything, it's all corrupted. The drug cartel will continue with their actions if there's nothing to be stopped. If you want to do something about it, stand up for your rights and don't be afraid, because the stupid government needs to listen. So does President Enrique Peña Nieto. You idiots who voted for him has not done a thing for anyone. If you notice things are not out of control, he's just sitting in his office wait for new things. The truth is, he's too scared for the cartel. His government knows that he helped out the cartel but never want to say the truth, and in my opinion, Mexico should not have a government that fears its own drug cartels. So I tell you the truth, you guys join our organization and let's stand up for everyone in Mexico. Let's bring the Mexico we want. We will be watching everything its government will do, because nothing they promise it comes to a living promise. So Mexican government and its rest of laws, be ready, because the truth is coming out soon, and be ready to face your own people, because if you don't wake up and help them, they are going to wake you, all your corrupted people, including the commander officers, and the same for the rich. So remember, we will be looking out for you. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Operation End of the Line continues. Expect us.